So hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another Assetto Corsa Competizione video. You join me here just getting ready for another XCL race, just spending a little bit of time getting the Ferrari set up for this race at the Hungaroring. A number of outings in the XCL service at the Hungaroring always seem to fare pretty well here in the Ferrari, but it all depends on who you're racing on the afternoon. It's been a while since I've done a video. I'm not one of these, I guess, like Kerith, that seems to pop a video out every single day of the week. But yeah, just one of those smaller channels where we look at the setup and the setup that I've used during the race. Any of the other tips that I seem to bring in my videos to Assetto Corsa Competizione. Still not really found the sweet spot with Forza. I've come back to Forza since the update and again running yesterday, just trying to find the force feedback settings that really work for me, but I'm really not feeling it in Forza at all. Come back to Assetto Corsa and I can just smash good laps in all the time. It just feels like a proper driving experience, whereas every time I get in the car in Forza, I just don't feel confident to hit the same lap time lap after lap after lap, which is what it should feel like. You should feel whether you've got grip or not, and I just don't feel that in Forza. It just feels inconsistent for me. But yeah, we'll join back shortly. We'll just have a quick look over the setup then that I've just been putting together. I'm probably not going to mess with it too much more, probably half an hour before we actually start the race. I'll probably just join the server and just run a few laps, get the tyres in the right temperature window for the session ahead, and probably a few small changes, but we'll probably have a quick look over that setup just before the race starts and we go into warming the tyres. Although I'm not sure we do a full lap warming the tyres in the 15-minute sprints. There's two 15-minute sprints from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock this Saturday afternoon. If you haven't yet joined the XCL servers or seen the website, please do find the link in the video description. There's a number of drivers. We're starting to produce more and more servers around the world now, US times, Australia time servers, so hopefully more and more people are starting to see the servers and be able to race in them in their current time zones. So yeah, let's have a quick look at this setup. Obviously we've still got this meta setup that I'm using more and more often. You can see there setting a 143.4, track temperature 25 degrees, optimum conditions. So running as much tow as we can at the front, not so much at the rear, maxing out on the cambers front and rear, a little bit of caster added for a little bit more weight in the wheel, ABS 9, traction control 9, ABS 3, and obviously people that watch my videos will know that I tend to flick between whatever the highest traction control is that allows me to come off the corner without any wheel slip, and then once I've got traction and drive off the corner I'll drop it to TC1. It doesn't seem to work the same way that it seems to work on PC, where drivers are using 0 and 1 all the time. It doesn't work for me anyway. It's just maybe how I drive the car. Just in this session I'm running 20 litres of fuel, trying to make the car fairly stiff at the front so we can get loads of grip from the rear of the car, a fair bit of brake bias towards the rear so we can get rotation using the brake pedal. Obviously trying to run the suspension as soft as we can to try and get more grip, trying to balance understeer and oversteer, again using the anti-roll bars, stiff at the front, it's a little bit softer at the rear. It does just reduce rotation a little bit, but you'll see as we obviously move through the dampers that I've not messed with at all, just banged in the meta setup. But obviously you can see the rear ride height's fairly high, but it's to get through the chicane without bottoming the car out really, and to give us more rotation, as much as we've tried to reduce that rotation with the anti-roll bars. We've got loads of rear wing pushing the rear of the car down, but I want the car to be sort of really pointy, so we've lifted the rear of the car up to get it to corner better, but at the same time messing with the suspension setup and the anti-roll bars to try and give us more grip at the rear to allow us to have a more pointy car. So that's the setup that I'm going to be using. Can quickly have a look at the number of laps that I've put in trying to get this setup dialed in. Not obviously personal best in every single sector, but we're almost there. Probably knock an extra sector off that. I was quite happy with this one as well. 143.1, just running tiny bit wide to pick up a penalty, but I was really surprised that we could get somewhere near a 142, especially at track temperatures 25 Celsius. So I'm going to leave this session now and I'm going to rejoin in the XCL servers and join me just as the race starts. So you join me here on the build up to the race. Obviously pretty happy with the setup, just 0.3 quicker than Dirtiest Drunk up at the top of the leaderboard. A number of other great drivers in this lobby. But one of the things that I really do want to make sure of in this race is that I do not lose first place, because I know just how fast the McLaren is down that start-finish straight, and it is pretty much the only place that you can overtake, especially when you're racing so close. Unless the other driver in front really does make a silly mistake somewhere, it is very hard to position the car to get past here at the Hungaroring. So it is really important that I keep hold of that first place, and I'm sure that first place is on the outside of turn 1, which is a horrible place to be really, but it should allow me to carry more speed into turn 1. I might just quickly practice setting off from the start finish straight, just accelerating, really trying to find that braking point for turn 1 so I can really attack turn 1. So join me shortly for the race. So here we are then, qualifying all done. Managed to stick it on pole, pretty happy with that. Maybe 0.3 of a second. Let's have a quick look at qualifying. So sector 1, not much in it. Sector 2, pulling away just a few tenths, managing to pip first place, the only guy in the 43s. So should still be a tough battle, always a good battle. All these guys in the 144s, top 13 drivers, so really competitive front pack, and then the rest of the pack obviously having a very tough battle, all in the fifth. A number of guys just pushing into the 46s and a couple of guys down the back of the grid. So yeah, let's quickly have a look at the setup. Wasn't sure whether to run a little bit less on the front brake ducts just to try and get some more temperature in the front tyres, but I think they're just going to overheat. Going to run 30 litres of fuel. I think there'll still be a little bit left, so we'll see if we can take some out on race 2. And that's the setup I'm going to be running. So let's get away from the grid, and we've got a warm-up lap to try and get those tyres nice and hot. So I'm not too worried.
30 seconds.
30 litres of fuel. Obviously we've got an outlap as well. Might even be worth just putting 2 more litres of fuel in just for this outlap.
20 seconds.
I might even just run engine map 10 while we get going, move the brake balance from 55 all the way rearward, trying to get those tyres nice and hot. Might do a bit of a, don't actually need to do a burnout and use any of that rubber.
Stay single file
On lap 1. So nice and steady away, just the brake on the foot on the brake pedal and just get that heat into the brakes. Get those brake ducts nice and hot, brake discs, get that temperature radiating through the tyre, and obviously moving the brake balance more rearward. That's as far as I can move it rearward, 50%. Sometimes you can move it to like 47, but in the Ferrari I can only move it to 50%, so should be getting an equal amount of temperature through both brake ducts. You can see the rear brake ducts lighting up far more than the fronts. So I might even just pull that forward a tiny bit. Try it at 52. So I want to try and get an equal amount of temperature through the brakes. Again, you can see those rears really are hotting up. So I'm going to bring that forward even more, back to our normal brake balance. So looking for 26 psi across all tyres. 26 plus, if I can get 27 before the start of the race. See that I'm much more equal, the brake temperatures now. Seems quite an equal circuit, Hungaroring. Might bring it a little bit further forward, 57 maybe. Getting a good temperature across these tyres now. Just that front left tyre getting a little bit cooler. All the temperatures 84, 81, 87, 86 across the tyres. So that's all pretty good. Just like to see us in the 26. So I'm on the outside. I really want to battle for first place here. I don't want to give up first place on lap 1. I know how hard it is to get past. So I've got the inside line into turn 1. I'm going to brake bang on that 100-yard board. I've done a few little practice start runs. Temperatures are nice, tyres nice and hot. Get up to 70 mile an hour. Just drop back a touch. Here we go. Not the best start. Oh.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Not how I wanted to start this race.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Just going to pull away from me down here.
Car on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1. Clear on the left.
Oh, never meant to do that touch.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 1. The leader has finished the race. Alright mate, race is over. Good job, you did the best you could. Take it easy in the 8th lap.
7 litres of fuel take out. Those tyre temperatures definitely need lifting. Took out 5 litres. And let's have a better race this time. None of that touching. I'll just send Alex an apology. Not my intention. That's better. 24, 25, so very similar track temperatures. Definitely worthwhile lifting those PSIs. 24 Celsius. So, might even add one more. No, I think I'll stick with what I've got. I think a small adjustment. Never really got a chance to really belt it, so the more heat you generate in the tyre whilst you're driving, the more I can push and I'm in front and I'm not battling to get past anyone. If you look at the wear across the tyre, some light graining on that front right tyre. That's probably because it's struggling to get to temperature. I'm not closing them out, not at this stage, but it would be more advantageous to get it into the window at least above 80 degrees. Really got to battle hard for P1 off this line. Not sure where.
30 seconds.
Alex is gone. So I'm going to put 46. I don't even think I went to full engine map, did I? I didn't switch my engine map back. So I was running, I'm sure I was running engine map 10. Surely not. I'd have been struggling like mad. Must have been engine map 1.
Going single file.
Anyway, let's get these tyres warmed up. Seems to be changing colour at the same time, so that's good. see those temperatures 70 at the front, 71 at the rear start to hot up. Hopefully that will radiate out into the tyres, get it above that 80 degrees. Come on now, better start.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Much better.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Excellent job, man. What a race. P1. Bring it back home safely.
Save the replay from that one. Don't know if it's saved or not. Maybe cut it a little bit fine with the fuel, but much happier with the laps. 43, 43, 43, 43, 44. No, I was a little bit worried about fuel. So for a 30-minute session, I'd probably just stick with 30 litres of fuel. It's not much in it. There's not going to be much difference with the lap time. Tyres were a much better PSI, so we'll save that over there. 15-minute session, 21, say 25 Celsius. Save that. Get rid of these old setups. But yeah, much happier with that. So I'll leave it with the replay to send us out. But yeah, apologies to Alex for that little coming together off turn one. Just got a good drive off the corner and just that little tap. Really not how I want to win any races, and I do apologise for that, Alex. Anyone racing that knows me will know that I try and be as fair as I can. But I am trying to be a little bit more aggressive these days, just because I guess other drivers around me are being more aggressive, and I guess it's something that brings me back to, I forget the name of the motorcyclist that does the TV programs. After reading his book, he did mention that good guys don't win championships, and you've got to be mean sometimes to get ahead in life. Especially in racing, it's the guys that are more aggressive on circuit that tend to pick up those podium positions. But yeah, I guess it's being aggressive within a limit, having a bit of respect for the other drivers as well. But yeah, thanks for all those that moved out the way during qualifying and during the race, obeying the blue flags. And once again, apologies to Alex. But another great race here at XCL, and like I mentioned earlier, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and until next time, ciao for now.